I just want to throw out a challenge to feed our social medias with some positivity, some encouragement. I know that when we're going through a storm like this hurricane and it's about to hit and we're all preparing and everybody is in this mindset of just preparation, do the work, do what you got to do to get ready. And family and friends are concerned and people are reaching out, and it is overwhelming sometimes. But it is what I consistently feel through this is my mindset and my eyes get to be on whatever I choose for them to be on. Fear and anxiety, those are pretty easy things to settle into the mind when you're going through a season like this. And if you continue to look at social media and all the stuff and all of the news channels and you just feast on the things that really feed into that negativity only grows. And it contributes to the atmosphere you set in your home. And when we're like set in our homes and not able to move or go anywhere, guess what that tone of our homes will be? It's that stress and that anxiety and fear. So I'm placing a time limit on it. I'm putting an expiration date on it. I'm saying the eviction notice is up, and I will not be a slave to fear or anxiety or trepidation through this because I know that God is bigger than all of this. I know He's got a good track record. I don't always understand the storms that come or why they come or what's going on behind the scenes, but when I can't see His hands working, I know I can trust His heart because God's character is true. And I just want to take some time just to really be in the Word with whoever needs it. I'm doing it mainly for me to help myself be continuously refocused back to the things that matter. God's Word is everlasting. It has been the thing that's been my anchor through every hard thing that I've gone through. It's the constant, it's the consistent, it's the place that I can go to for refuge and comfort. And I want to just really bring you in on that comfort that I get in His Word as I walk through something like this. Because there are no words. There is no, like someone said to me the other day, well, wherever you live, there's something. There's tornadoes, there's this, there's that. And I was like, no, hurricanes are different. Hurricanes are way, way different. I grew up in Minnesota. I have been through tornadoes. But you know it's coming, like it's within a few hours. You go down to your basement, you hunker down, you hope that it passes over your house. You play some hide and seek, tag, whatever you can do in your small space to make it fun. And then you come back up. Stores are still there, electricity's still on for the most part. It's different. Or hurricane is different. You can be preparing days ahead of time. And that anxiety can so easily set in because you have no idea what it's going to do. And people who choose to leave, that's hard because you're leaving, looking at your home, wondering what you're going to come home to. You have no idea if the roads are going to be clear when you come back. You have no idea if there's going to be gas at the gas stations when you're traveling up to escape. There's so many what ifs, so many things that come up during a hurricane, and it's so easy to give in to the fear of it because it's all around you. But if we choose, we can take our mindset and we can go to a place that is higher than all of us. We can catch a perspective, a glimpse of what God might be doing. We can focus on the good. And that's my choice. I'm going to focus on the good. I'm going to find the good through this. I love watching neighbors come out and help neighbors. I love hearing from people who haven't talked to in months or years, checking to see if we're going to be okay. I love the family intimacy we get through seasons like this because we choose to do things that we don't normally get to do. It's like time around the table of painting rocks so we can be a source of encouragement to somebody else. I choose to see the good, and I hope you can choose to find it too. So the challenge today is, what's the good? What is that thing of hope, that glimmer of hope that you've had through this storm that you can share with somebody? In a video, in a text, whatever, like a verse that you use to get through this. We're throwing the challenge out there. Flood your social media with encouragement. Let's encourage one another and spur each other on as we go into this storm, knowing that God is able. God is able to protect us, to keep us no matter how hard the storm hits. God will be here. He's here beforehand, He'll be here through it, and He'll be here afterwards. And I know we will see good all the way through it because that's who God is. And it's a choice to find that good. I hope you can find the good. So come with us. Let's flood these channels with things that are encouraging. Share your verses, share the quote, share a music video, share something that you know will encourage someone else because it's encouraging you in this season. And it's not about a platform. It's not about getting bigger or better or being seen or making money for a nonprofit or doing whatever the things are that we normally use our social media for. Right now, it's just all about encouragement. Encourage somebody who needs that hope that's within you, because there's someone walking in despair through this. There's someone who just lost their dad, someone who just lost their husband, someone who just lost a baby, who just lost a child, who just lost a home to a fire, to the last hurricane. Like, there's someone who needs the encouragement that is in you. So inspire someone today. Inspire someone with the good that you do see. Inspire someone with that verse that you're holding on to so tight. You're like, God, this is my anchor. Be that anchor for someone else today with those words. My verse that I want to start with is Psalm 56:3. It is, in the NIV it says, when I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. That's a choice. That is a conscious effort. Yes, fear is inevitable. Being afraid, the anxiety, those things are inevitable when a season like this comes and there's so much unknown and you have no idea how you're going to face it, what it's going to look like on the other side of it. But trust is also a choice. I choose to trust God. I choose to trust that somehow He will bring good through this. Because that's who He is. That's who His character is. That's what I see in His Word over and over and over again. And through every circumstance I've ever been through every life struggle, through every hardship, through every storm, somehow, when I got past it, when I got out of it, I looked back and I saw God's hands in it. Sometimes you can't see it while you're walking through it because it is so hard and excruciating. But when you get to the other side of it and you look back, maybe someone was contemplating suicide, but maybe this storm stopped that. Because you're like, no, I got to help my family through this. There's just so many what ifs. But if we choose to see the good, if we put our hope in God, and another verse is, when I am afraid, I put my hope in God. Like, my hope, my trust is in the one who is bigger than all of this. I hope you'll find encouragement in this today and that you will share a word of encouragement to somebody who needs it today.